First, in order to put on a pod, we've got to take off the last one. So all we're gonna do is gently peel off like a Band-Aid the adhesive that's around the pod. And then once you do that, we're just gonna gently pull off. And it comes out like that. Okay, we're gonna lay out all our supplies to put on our Omnipod. So inside this book here on page 14 is where it starts the tutorial of how to do it and everything that I'm going to explain. And then also on page 20, it tells you the different locations that you can put the pod. For Marianne, we prefer to do it on the upper buttocks. And then also on the front, the front side of her quads. Okay, so here's the supplies we need. We need one of these packages here. And then we need to get out from her kit the insulin bottle and an alcohol wipe. So we're gonna use the alcohol wipe to just rub the top of the top of the insulin bottle, just to make sure that it's nice and clean. We need to take off the top of this, but we're gonna leave everything in the tray. First, we'll take out the syringe and the needle, but leave this in the tray. And we're going to twist the needle onto the syringe. We're going to pull it up to where it says the minimum, the 100 right there. And then we're gonna blow that extra air inside the insulin bottle. Okay, so first we're gonna push down that air into the insulin bottle, tip it upside down, use our coordination here, and we're going to pull it and draw it until where it says the minimum, or around 100, somewhere around there. Okay, and we'll take out the insulin bottle. Okay, from there's a bunch of little bubbles in here, and so we're going to flick it nice and hard, and then we're gonna squeeze it gently to try to get those air bubbles out. You can see how it's kind of making bubbles as I'm squeezing it. I'm gonna get all of those out. Okay, I'm gonna try flicking it a little more and get more of those bubbles out. Okay, now it's squirting just the insulin. Okay, now inside the tray, okay, there's this arrow with a circle, okay? That's where we're going to put the syringe. I'm gonna put it right next to the dash right here, okay? So we press it in that hole, squeeze it in, until we're gonna hear 2 beeps. There we go. Now we can lift this out. We are done with this, so I'm gonna put the cap back on it. Okay. Now we're gonna need to go to the dash, okay? So we're going to hit unlock, okay? Swipe to unlock. Okay, and then we're here. Okay, we need to go to pod info and do something that I forgot. I forgot to view pod info and change pod. Deactivate pod. Whoops, forgot to do that. Okay. Okay, so that was the old pod. We're gonna go back, set up new pod. And this also tells you the instructions. So it told us to fill it up. We're gonna hit next. Okay, so now it is communicating with the pod. We're gonna let them sit right next to each other until they are done. You can hear it clicking, and that's it kind of priming and doing safety checks. Okay, then it clicks and it will take us to this screen here. We can put record pod site to see where we did it last. So if we go to back, the most recent was up here on the top of the buttocks. So we're gonna go onto the top of the right one. Okay, now we have to apply the site. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna pop this off just like a soda pop can, okay? And then we have to take the stickers off.
That one.
Okay.
Not that.
And I'm gonna use alcohol wipe to wipe where I had chosen.
That body.
No, we're gonna do right here.
No.
Stop. Stop. Do you wanna do it? Here. She likes to clean it herself. the direction it goes, it's wider at the bottom and then rounded at the top, okay? Okay, all clean.
Oh,
Great job. Okay, so we're going to stick that on there and we're gonna rub it around. You're
no,
okay.
it hurts.
You're okay, it's not hurting
Hold
right
my
now.
hand.
Yes, hold my hand. Now we're gonna tap start and then confirm, okay? And this is when it's gonna insert the cannula. So we're gonna hold hands. It clicks and then it's gonna make a big clicking sound. Okay, and then it's all done. You did so good, it's all done. And then it asks if it was inserted properly on the screen. You look for a pink tab. And you can also look inside, there's a little window at the top of it that you can look at. And so we're gonna hit yes, okay? And then we are done.